Can we do that again?
Nailed it.
Say today on Boldly Going Nowhere.
Today on Boldly Going Nowhere, we are going to be talking about Strange New Worlds, Episode 3. King. Today on Boldly Going Nowhere, we're going to be talking about Strange New Worlds, Season 3, Episode 2.
Nailed it.
I'm Shell Shock, and with me today,
DJ Ren Andromeda.
And Captain Too Far.
So,
Actually,
Ren.
yeah, I'm not DJ Ren Andromeda.
No?
I'm Ren Andromeda Intergalactic DJ.
Yeah, get it right. How insulting.
Are we doing the? Should we
Keep going. No, we'll just keep going.
wait? Can you hit me with that again?
Ren Andromeda Intergalactic DJ.
I like that. It's
Yeah.
very,
Yeah.
it's very commanding.
We're only
Yeah.
in one galaxy, but she's intergalactic.
Yeah.
Good evening, Ren Andromeda Intergalactic DJ. What have you been up to?
This is great. I think I'm gonna actually use that name at Wasteland.
Can we do that?
I don't know.
The mighty four.
Can I have that long ass name?
Heck yeah.
Please, you can have whatever you want.
That's awesome. Okay. Yeah. Today, this week was really crazy. I DJ'd at Deep Space Nine in the holodeck.
Oh, what was that like?
It was really cool. Quark set up like a whole club scene, like kind of like an Orion thing.
Wait, were there Orion women?
A lot of it was like a Orion lesbian nightclub.
What else would an Orion thing be?
Wait.
Yeah.
Can you hit one more time for the kids playing along at home? It was a
Orion lesbian nightclub.
Oh my gosh!
So there weren't any
fantasies
like
come true.
dudes in cages like addicted to the moans,
The
because the
moans.
female Orions are not. We're not in like we're not addicted to the moans.
Wait,
we're
me.
just there because we want to be.
So are you claim Orion ancestry?
No, I just I've hung out. Well, what happened was I hung out there for about 5 or 6 hours after my set, after all of the sets of the club, and we closed the club out, and then we went with Morn over to Ryza.
Morn.
Yeah, and I don't even want to get started on
Is
that.
it what happens at Ryza stays at Ryza, or is it could you share just a little?
Can I
No,
share?
no, it's a family show.
It's
Yeah,
not
I
a
don't think
family
I can.
show.
Yeah,
actually.
we're
Let's just
Definitely.
say I was pretty sleep deprived that next couple days.
Did you end up in a basement
I did.
with goo spilled
Actually,
on you?
yes. With what?
Stinky goo spilled on you, and
Only
What are you?
you had to leave in your trousers.
there was stinky goo, but we had
What?
to pay for it.
Like, wait a minute. What party were you at?
Well, it was about. I've read
we
about
don't allow
Ryza.
we don't allow Starfleet at our parties.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's
Yeah.
get on. Let's get on with the
So-
show.
On with the show.
Okay, so today we're
Wow.
talking
I need
about
to get out more. clearly.
the marriage. Is there a title to this episode? The
don't
marriage
even know if there's-
episode
Is
of
it the wedding?
the wedding.
The wedding.
Season 3, episode 2.
Yeah,
A stark
episode two.
stark contrast from the premiere.
Yeah,
Right?
isn't it though?
It is.
Some might call it a palate cleanser.
Yeah.
Oh, you think so? That actually kind of makes sense.
Think up?
Keep
Yeah.
bring the
Yeah.
intensity down. Have some fun.
Yeah, a mimosa.
They like to do that. They had like that whole
post-
musical episode. They like to be
mimosa.
they like to be stupid on that show sometimes for
I mean, it's
Comic
not
relief.
unique. It's not unique to New Trek. Old Trek did that occasionally too.
True.
Like that episode on Deep Space Nine when they got trapped inside the game, and they were doing, Catamaran 1, 2, 3 or whatever that whatever they were saying.
Hopscotching
around and
stupid.
Wedding Bell Blues, by the way. This is
Okay.
Wedding
Bell
Bell
Blues.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gimme.
So, Wedding Bell Blues. That starts with.
Well, let's go with goods. We'll go with what's good.
Yeah. Oh no, I agree. I was
Okay.
just gonna kind of like mention that story-wise.
Right.
It opens with. So I guess one thing to note is that it starts with the fact that it's been several months since the conclusion of the previous episode,
Hegemony Part 2.
The Enterprise has been in dry dock for several months.
Okay, because they had this whole Gorn issue.
Because they had the whole Gorn
they
issue.
clean up
You might have heard of it.
They had to clean out all
Yeah.
the sacks.
We had a whole other episode about this.
There was a lot of moist sackage.
Yeah.
Yes.
Eggs.
That's really what the main issue was.
Yeah.
It
really,
wasn't the
it
space battle and
actually
the
was.
explosion.
Shell's not wrong about that.
There's-
Moist sacks were the
moist,
issue.
There was a
You're
lot of
kinda
pulsating moist sackage.
Okay. Hold on there, Dobble Girl.
I feel so judged.
We like to take you far in this show and then bring you back.
Too far. Some might say too far.
Some say.
Now we're gonna bring you back.
Like and subscribe.
So smash that.
So a lot of the characters have gone through various changes, right? Nurse Chapel's been gone, doing her study that she talked about previously.
Her study.
Her apprenticeship. Her apprentice.
She's sleeping with the professor.
Yeah.
Spoilers. Hello.
Hey.
All right.
And then Pike and what's her name have been. You want a communicator?
Spike and what's her name?
Spike. Oh yeah. Spike and Buffy. No, Pike and what's her name have been.
Wait, who's what's her name?
The captain.
Babel or Bagel?
Marie Battelle. You know, what's her name? What's her name with the pulsating egg sac problem?
I just call her
You know,
Bagel.
The chick with the Gorns.
The Gorn. And the pulsating uteri with the baby Gorn.
The back babies.
They were back babies. That's true.
You know, I called her Bagel because I almost went to a bagel shop this morning.
Yeah.
My coworker said, go to this bagel shop to work. And I'm like, I don't even eat bagels.
Wait, who was the Bagel Heads? Well, that was another alien from a different show.
Bagel heads.
Bagel Heads.
That. Oh
Wasn't
my gosh.
V. Oh.
Now, oh man.
Oh,
that's
it's gonna drive
bug
me crazy
It's gonna drive
now.
me
You know,
'cause
I
we
think the
used to-
bagel heads were at that party the other night.
Yeah.
that I went
You're
to.
probably right.
80s or 90s sci-fi. Who were the Bagel Heads?
Yeah, please write in.
Please write in at
Was it-
bgn.trekpod@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Was it Defiant? That post-apocalyptic
I think it was
sci-fi show?
which should have
I
kept
think-
going. Was that the Bagel Heads?
I think that's where the bagel heads came from.
Oh, no, I just don't even.
Anyways,
I don't even know.
so it's been a while, and so really this is in my mind kind of truly the first actual episode of season 3, because the previous adventure, right? It was filmed back to back. And then they created the cliffhanger, separated, and then they made the story.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And so this, you can tell, like it's been some time.
Like spend some time, so something new
Hairdos are
happens.
different,
Yeah,
right? People have got different haircuts, and blah blah
Right.
blah. So
they're on this they're docked.
they're
or what?
docked, yeah. Not Mormon docked, but space docked.
Oh. Should I ask what that is?
No, you should not.
Good.
And Spock is running around pining for Chapel. He's all excited. He's almost.
But she's kind of hot though.
She is hot. I grant you that.
Yeah.
His
Especially
Vulcan.
when
I'm
she's
sorry.
moved on.
I'm sorry. His Vulcan almost wife was and don't get me wrong, the actress that plays Nurse Chapel is extremely hot, but the Vulcan almost wife
You thought hotter?
to Pring.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, like a factor of 1 billion to 1. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
Please
but Nurse Chapel's
please-
pretty cool.
Nurse Chapel's more down to earth.
I mean, she's no Nurse Chapel. I will say that forever. But that the
T'Pring is-
imposter Chapel.
Yeah.
Maybe it's another
T'Pring-
Nurse
T'Pring- you
Chapel
know what
that
the
just has the
difference is?
same name. It's a big galaxy.
Wait,
the
don't
diff-
talk at the same time.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Well, now one of you talk.
Please continue. The difference between T'Pring and Chapel is
No.
T'Pring doesn't have to try too freaking hard
Okay, I get it, but she's a little like uppity.
because she knows.
Nobody likes that.
Because she knows.
Nurse Chapel's chill. You could go see a movie
She's
and eat
not
popcorn
uppity.
with
She's
her.
a
She's not going to
normal.
be like
She's
too
a
good
normal,
for it.
healthy Vulcan woman by Vulcan standards.
Is that what you want?
What you really, really want? I'm just saying. When you don't have to try hard when you know.
I don't
you're
want to
that
date a
good.
Vulcan woman. I would rather date a Vulcan man, hands down.
I would rather.
And
date
I can
a-
explain that
Can we
in a
do-
further
yes.
episode if you want.
Oh,
But
okay.
Because human men are already emotionally unavailable.
Okay, well,
so
Can you give
No,
us an
no, no.
appetizer,
No, human men-
Andromeda,
human men-
intergalactic DJ.
human men often act like immature little babies or children.
Yes.
And Vulcan men, I was like, why are they so hot? They're so hot because they're like so even keeled, like they're
Yeah.
fucking grown ups. But then you take a Vulcan woman and it's like she's just emotionally unavailable. For me, I need more connection than that. So I will go with the hot Vulcan men. I'm making a good point here.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, like it's been my experience that if you're super emotional, that you need somebody that's less emotional to balance you out.
Who's emotional?
You're emotional.
I mean, yeah, it would be us in this
Emo.
equation. Yeah, it would be-
Emo.
Yeah, it would be us.
So Spock is running around all giddy,
Yeah,
practically.
practically
He
getting.
got a nice present for
Right.
Nurse Chapel,
Right.
right?
Okay,
Right.
okay, all right.
All right. So then she's on her way back. Like
Yeah.
the crew is coming back together.
She's going to beam on board the ship.
Wait, the present happens at the same time as their return.
Right. And then she arrives
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and she has a special guest.
But like I was watching this with a friend and like honestly, we like called that shit. Like we called it.
Which shit?
Okay, so like he's all happy, he's got this present, she's going to come back, but we just had seen kind of some like pre footage of like they kind of broke up and she's like, I gotta go away, I'm going away. So you're like, okay, she's going
They
away.
flashback or
She's
something.
commitment phobic.
he's-
It's been established.
He's
yeah.
hopeful, and then we're like, she's gonna show up with a boyfriend, and that's exactly what happened. She showed up with her professor, who she went to go
Dr.
study
Corby.
under,
Dun, dun, dun.
and Spock has a moment, and then he's like happy for them, right? Would you say?
No.
No,
Wait,
not at all.
Why?
He has a moment for sure, but he is not happy for
He's
them.
definitely not happy.
But he like okay, but
He
like
pretends.
he kind of
badly.
is though. He's like
Badly.
almost happy for them.
The whole premise of the
At
episode,
the end, yeah.
the whole premise of the episode happens because he's not happy with them.
Mm-hmm.
I almost feel like in the beginning though he is, and then he gets kind of poked and prodded through this whole thing, and then he's like
no.
increasingly unhappy with it.
So it would be like for anybody, right? You break up with somebody you were super into. If this is the first time that you've seen them again since you broke up, and there was somebody else, you're gonna try not to embarrass yourself and like pretend to act like you're happy.
But I'm just thinking because he's a Vulcan, like he's really repressing these attachments.
He's also half human, so he's failing.
Yeah, he's kind of struggling with that.
Yeah.
Which I get. That's kind of the point. But
Right.
do you know? Okay, so lore check. Do you know the Corby connection?
No.
Okay. Can I go into the Corby connection?
Yes, please.
And so your prediction was dead on, and it was even when the name was first mentioned in the previous season, when she first mentioned that she was going to go do this study with Dr. Corby and blah blah blah.
No.
It was like, I know what's gonna happen.
Oh, okay. So you knew more than I did as someone that had never seen that.
Yeah, and I not necessarily that in this particular episode she's going to show up with him and blah blah blah, but that they end up together. Because in OG Star Trek, there's an episode where they go to a planet and at the request of Dr. Corby, and that piques Nurse Chapel's attention because she knew Dr. Corby from their past. And that's about as far as they get into it, is that they were together in the past and it didn't work out, and then he went off to be, super scientist man, archaeology and whatever, doing his space science man thing. And in that episode, we should make you watch it because it has Lurch from the Addams Family.
It does
in it.
It does.
And some red shirts die.
Yeah.
And
This is the original series?
in the original series, yeah.
Wow.
And the whole premise of in the tragedy of that episode is that Dr. Corby is not who he says he is, and kind of questions the whole concept of what it means to be human. That's kind of the one of the main points of that episode.
Yeah.
And of course, they have to solve the mystery and save the day. And I'm not going to spoil it for you because I actually kind of want you to watch it because it's actually a good episode.
Yeah.
But that's the connection.
Yeah.
Is that they were together in the past, and here we are. So I will say, however, that this, again, kind of like Nurse Chapel, this version of Dr. Corby, especially once you see that other episode, it's really hard to imagine how this Corby becomes that Corby.
Yeah, they're so different.
Because their personalities are so drastically different. Because this guy, now I get it, people change a little bit as the age or whatever. But
like super narcissistic.
I'm trying to think of an example. Maybe like using famous people. It'd be like if I don't know, a young comedian, like a young Bill Burr, becomes Stephen Hawking, right?
Okay.
Because their personalities are so wildly different.
Incongruous, yeah.
That even if Bill Burr were to go off and do science things, he would still be Bill Burr, right?
Okay, well, this is perfect because he's with Nurse Chapel, who you think is so different than the original Nurse Chapel.
Right. So you gotta go with it anyways, right? Because it's just the way it is. But that's the connection.
Okay.
And so
So Spock finds them there.
Yeah, and he gets invited to the dinner party thing.
Right.
Right.
The bar. The bar is pretty cool in Strange New Worlds. I really like the bar a lot.
And can I just say, I thought it was just on a personal level, as somebody with feelings, the fact that Nurse Chapel, she knows as soon as she beams in with Corby, right, and Spock's sitting there with this, this really special gift for her. They've been eye-effing each other for 3 seasons. She knows, upon seeing her with this other man, that he's brokenhearted. And she's all like, hey, bro, by the way, we're going to get together and have drinks later. And so my new boyfriend can talk about how amazing he is. You should come.
She's just trying to be chill.
It's just, I don't mean,
He's
but she knows it's awkward. It was actually acted.
Wouldn't it be awkward to not invite
and she's
him,
all
though?
hanging all over him at the mixer. It's just like rubbing. It seems, I don't know. It just seems inconsiderate. That's all I'm saying. I felt bad.
It's a little soon, but he's Vulcan. Maybe
I felt bad for Spock. Yeah,
she thinks he can handle it, and she's sick of his shit, to be honest. So she's like, you know what?
She's the one that's unavailable.
Is that true?
It is.
You said that he was the one that was like on the fence, and then she became unavailable after that.
No, she in fact she set a precedent before she even got together with Spock that everybody that she's dated, because her and what's her name, the pilot,
Ortega.
Ortega. Her and Ortega are always joking about the fact that as soon as a guy acts like he likes her, she's all like, I gotta go, bye, and cuts the rope, cuts the line.
So she became emotionally unavailable first.
Well,
and now she's rubbing up on her new boyfriend in the cool bar.
And she's like, come watch. It'll be great.
Okay. Yeah. Got it.
That's right. Moving on.
Right.
Yeah, that's it.
So then Spock goes to the bar.
Yeah.
And
it sucks as mad as much as he
meets
thought it would
the
be.
bartender.
Yeah.
Who the instant I saw him,
Yeah.
I knew.
Both of us.
I knew.
Yeah.
Not only did you know that, okay, this is the whatever the
whimsical
the
magician.
McGillicuddy.
Yeah.
Is that what the
what?
The McGillicuddy?
Yeah, we'll go with that. I'm
Okay.
not sure I know what that is.
I don't know.
I was gonna say MacGuffin, but I know that's not
Okay,
it.
maybe you're right, MacGuffin, and I just have my Scottish metaphors mixed up.
Well, it's not Scottish, but at least, it's kind of Scottish, I guess.
Yes,
But I don't
Scottish.
think of it as a Scottish thing.
Irish,
It's more of a
Irish.
movie thing. I don't know. Anyway,
Celtic.
Point is that the silent wish happens, and then the
Yeah.
universe changes, and Spock wakes up Groundhog Day style. Well, not Groundhog
He's
Day,
like,
but
Yeah.
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 And what was the wish?
And the
It was
universe
like,
has changed.
what's this wish? So what you're saying is that you wish that you were marrying the girl and.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember exactly.
Does he say it that explicitly, like
No, I don't
in
think
that
so.
moment? I don't think he does.
I remember exactly.
I don't know, but it is like a scene where you're like, all right.
Here we go.
All right,
Yeah,
here
here
we
we
go.
go. Here we go.
And then Spock wakes up in a universe where he's marrying Nurse Chapel
Yeah, they're getting married.
and not the other guy.
Yeah.
Are we gonna give a whole synopsis, or are we good? Are
No,
they
I
good?
think that's
No,
pretty much
I mean,
it.
as we move through
So
it.
it's like, yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they have to. I mean, eventually they have to figure out how to undo it, and blah 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 blah.
Well, and he's the only one that's aware that
After-
something is wrong.
Not at
Right.
first though.
No.
Oh.
No,
He gets the other guy.
because at
He gets
first
the other groom.
because Corby is going to be Chapel's best man.
Best maid,
Yeah.
best man, best man.
And then something happens, and Spock gets pissed off and punches him in the face,
And Spock and Leon,
which was
Leon-
incredibly funny.
Leon is teaching Spock how to
Oh, I
tango
kind of hated that
or
scene.
flamenco.
Well, that's good because they
The
did it
dan-
twice.
The dancing.
Ugh, the
Really?
dancing.
Really?
Yes,
Oh,
I was like,
that's
what
so
is
hot.
this? We're just at the Gorn.
It's like Dirty Dancing in space. It was so great. No?
I feel
wasn't
it's
that
like,
hot.
what is this? Who is this to appeal? Who is this trying to appeal to?
It's
Like,
to
we just
give
had
her a
this,
chance
like-
to dance on
And
camera because she's a professional dancer.
But Spock's got moves too.
I didn't care about their
Ugh,
moves. I'm like,
the
this is
dancing.
like
We
a
need
rom com now.
more
I'm watching a
dancing.
rom com.
More
But they
dancing.
made jokes and they called back to his shoulders not being stiff. They did the joke at the
You-
end
you
about
ag-
my shoulders not being stiff anymore.
I think you agree with me on this. I think you agree it was like a rom com,
Yes,
and
100%.
you didn't like it.
Dancing
No, I
was
did not.
fun.
Okay, not like her.
No, I didn't like the musical episode, but I could handle who's. I like a little dancing.
I mean, the dancing was just a relatively short thing.
It's
And
too-
it's totally silly episode.
Yeah,
The
Yeah.
dancing lens is what, it was. I do wonder, though, with the dancing scenes and the interactions between Spock and La'an, are they setting things up to ship those two?
I was in like the next,
Ship-
the next,
ship
the next
them?
couple. Since
Couple
now,
them up.
Since now,
Maybe-
Chapel's with
Mhm.
Colby,
that'd
Yeah.
be hot.
Dr. Colby.
I'd be into that.
Because I do remember, I didn't watch the
No,
full trailer.
I want her and Una, La'an and Una to
Who's
get
Una?
to know Una, the number one. That's the
The two-
Una
the two
Chin.
women?
Una Chin. What's her? She has 3 names. Una Chin.
The two women.
Yeah, we want number
Number
one.
2 or number 1?
Number.
I want
We're
the
like,
two women
it's
to do
Pike's-
number one.
Pike's
This happened
number-
last time. I
Pike's
said
number
number 2
one.
and number 1.
Pike's number one and Pike's head of security.
Oh, so she is number 2.
This is why we can't have.
She is Pike's number 1, not Pike's number
This is why we
1.
can't have nice things.
Yes.
She is
Yeah.
Pike's number 1.
And
Yes.
number 2.
You would. They were so close to that being an issue.
So close.
I don't,
Yeah.
For lots of fans like us,
Yeah.
No.
you know.
That are
Engaged number 2.
Yeah.
so close yet so far. Some might say.
Yeah.
Still-
So,
still too
anyways,
far.
maybe it's just the bonding friendship and
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
getting to become of nothing. But I do remember the trailer for Strange New Worlds, what little I saw of it. Well, actually, I think I watched it after we started watching the first. Anyways, point being is the narrator saying, "Oh, new adventures and new blah blah blah." They said new romances.
Really?
Yeah, that was one of the
Yes.
things that they specifically called out
Yes.
Oh,
as a feature for season 3.
that must be. Maybe that is.
New romances.
No.
No?
You were incorrect.
Okay.
But we haven't even gotten that far.
We know because La'an is still in love with dead Kirk from the Back in Time episode, right? Which, you know, like the her and Kirk met and fell in
Is
love.
that the guy with the mustache?
No.
No,
other-
that's his brother.
the
Jim.
recast. The
Really
recast
don't like-
James Kirk.
Yeah.
I don't remember him.
He's the
but
guy
yeah.
from Vampire Diaries. He's one of the brothers from Vampire Diaries.
Mm.
Anyway, yeah. So she is still head over heels in love with him, but Kirk doesn't remember her because the Kirk that she fell in love with died in that alternate Back in Time history mission.
It's another character.
So I don't see her in. Yeah, she's still.
You
she's
could be
still-
right.
She's still hung up on Kirk. I don't think
Maybe,
she.
yeah.
Yeah, you could be right. I do think that James Kirk
Yeah.
is another character that should not have been brought into Strange New
Who?
Worlds.
Jim Kirk.
Well, whatever.
that the
Right, his
brother?
name Jim, right?
Yeah.
The brother.
James T. Kirk. Jim Kirk.
I get it, but the one on Strange New Worlds,
Yes, he was. They've both been on. Other brother, mustache brother Kirk,
right?
Sam.
That's who I'm talking about. Sam, not Jim.
No, you are correct. It was Jim Kirk in the alternate episode, the alternate history
Yes,
episode.
yes,
This
yes. I was
is-
trying to remember the Jim's brother.
Sam. Yeah.
Sam. That's what
So
I couldn't
both
figure
Kirks
out.
have
Yeah.
been on Strange New
Okay.
Worlds.
Correct.
Having Sam on, fine.
Correct.
We never saw Sam before. That's fine.
Sure.
And Discovery, wasn't he on Discovery too? Or
I don't know.
No, I don't think so.
so.
Just Strange New Worlds.
But recasting James Kirk already,
It just seems.
I don't know.
It
It
just seems too.
whatever.
soon. Yeah.
Whatever. It is what it is. It's been done. But so
Storyline,
Mhm.
romance,
wedding.
wedding.
How about them outfits?
Okay, I just thought it was so dumb. Like, I literally was saying that out loud. It was like this cheesy rom-com-y wedding scene, and
But
all
there
of
was
it
hijinks.
Yeah, there was hijinks. It was cringe. They had a few aliens. I'm like, those are cool, but like, what is
But
this?
but the whole
You know?
the whole impetus of the episode though was that it was all this homage to old school Trek, and they're bringing Q's son.
He's not
Tremaine,
Q's
but
son.
It's been speculated by fans for decades.
Not
It's-
Q's son.
But why
Yes,
was the
Q's
voice of the
son.
father actually Q from the Next Generation and Voyager and all that? The same actor.
It's yeah.
Yeah. So
So it's-
Q. All right. There are many Q.
Yeah.
Let's get that. They're all Q.
Well, everyone
I
knows
get
that.
it, but they used his voice. She's right.
I understand that, but it doesn't work unless it's a different. So it can't. Okay. It can't be Trelane. I know people are saying that, and it's visually and the way the guy acted, it is 100% Trelane.
That's
but
what
it can't
they
be
intended
Trelane.
it to be.
I know, but it
whether
can't be.
The canon doesn't
Oh.
work or not is irrelevant.
Okay,
That
so
was
it
their
is
intent.
and it isn't.
Yeah.
Why is it not according to canon?
Okay.
Why can't it be?
It can't be because Trelane in that episode in OG Star Trek was on a planet far away, looking at Earth far away,
Mm-hmm.
and developed his games that when he basically essentially captured the Enterprise and brought and the Kirk and Spock and them all went down to the planet to deal with what was going on. All of his aesthetic and mannerisms were like 17th century Earth.
Okay.
And the reason for that was because how far away he was, the light,
Oh.
the images that he was seeing from Earth
Mm-hmm.
were several hundred years old
Okay.
because he was far away.
Yeah.
And so that was his impression
Mm-hmm.
of what Earth people were like.
Okay, but why does that mean he can't?
The
Yeah.
episode that we just watched
Mm-hmm.
takes place before the episode that Kirk is in, dealing with Trelane, who only knows about Earth from a 17th century perspective. And so the hijinks person in Strange New Worlds, knowing about all of modern Trek and interfering with people in then that modern era and blah blah blah, can't be that Trelane.
Bullshit.
Why?
Bullshit.
Because it's in
he's
the wrong
introduced.
order.
He's introduced as someone. What is? You're right, Kimchi. He's introduced in the old Trek, Next Generation, the original series,
Yeah.
as someone who knows about old Earthlings. What does it have to do with Strange New Worlds?
He's saying that
Because
Earth
it's
he was
the-
seeing
because-
at the time was in the 1700s.
Right.
Because that was the period, right? By the time the light traveled.
I
from,
get it.
from
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
I'm saying that's bullshit because Q establishes in Next Generation, and again that this requires an assumption that they're at least all the same species, that he lived both forwards and backwards.
Oh shit.
So
we go.
I don't think I
So
think
they're
that just further
timeless.
solidifies that it's
The other-
Trelane.
I don't.
That makes sense.
The other problem though is when other Trelane gets in trouble, because that's how it ended in
They
the
both
original.
end the same way.
They both end the same way,
Yeah. Trelane.
and it's a
Without
mommy
saying
and daddy,
Trelane, yeah.
non-corporeal
I
aliens.
don't want to go home.
And then
Yeah.
then they find out like, oh, it's this
Yeah,
being
it's this kid.
that was actually using machinery, and that's the other kind of non-connection is he was using machinery
like the
to
Wizard
do.
of Oz or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, he was kind of to do some of the illusions and
Okay,
all
well,
that
I
kind of stuff.
thought the actor and this whole Trelane,
What's his name?
I guess he's not Trelane, role of this whimsical Q was like just very cheesy, and it kind of ruined it for me.
And well, because I agree. I mean,
I'm like, is this like
It
is
reminds-
this what they're trying to do? Is make it so cheesy it's cringe?
well, it's
Do you remember that old school Star Trek episode? I was trying to mention the other night when we watched this, where Kirk was hallucinating his Irish or Scottish friend from when he was younger,
yeah.
right? And
yeah.
he kept showing up, and
Uh-huh.
right? That's who the Strange New Worlds Trelane. It reminded me of, like that same type of.
Mm-hmm.
Right, with the accent, he was kind of campy, and he was kind of an instigator, and
Like he's got like a elf-like kind of
right.
quality, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the difference is on the original series that same, because you know how in this one the wish granter, I will say, was kind of got petulant at a few points, like, this is how the game is supposed to be
Right.
played, and
You're
I'll
not
destroy
doing it
all of
right.
you, and you're
Yeah.
supposed to play by my rules. Well, that's how Trelane was in the original series,
Yeah, real petulant.
but it was a lot more menacing,
John
and it-
Delancey is Q, the
and
actor, Q actor.
and it came across as a lot more threatening.
Yes.
And
Yes.
but that's the similarity, and that's partially I'm sure it's their intent that
Yeah.
it is the same
Sure.
Trelane, and
Because people
pulling
been
in Q's voice
speculating
and
for
making
years.
that connection, and
Right.
Yeah,
you know.
it
It just
yeah.
doesn't add up.
I get it, but
Yeah.
it just doesn't add up, and unless we go with what Shell is saying in terms of like backwards and forwards in time and whatever. The
Yeah.
problem with that is Q says that, but the reality isn't how things are how they made Star Trek, and what they showed on screen is that Q progressed forward in time just like everybody else.
Oh yeah, he gets like in Picard, he's like old.
But he's like, oh, I made myself look old just so for you, or whatever.
Oh. Or
Or-
does he make
or-
himself actually age?
I don't know.
Or
I don't think
die
so. I think that's
eventually?
just how
They're
they
just immortal beings still.
they just had to make
Okay.
they had to do something for the actor. I actually really don't have a problem with that, but
Yeah.
But another supporting factor that I think that this was all a giant, Star Trek original series tribute episode was Trelane. I don't know if it has no name, but that character
it's 100%
says to
Trelane.
Dr. Corby that he's going to wish him into the cornfield. Which I don't know if you ever watched The Twilight Zone from back then, but there's a iconic, famous episode of The Twilight Zone where this spoiled kid has these omnipotent powers, and as people start to question him and cross him, his parents, whatever, he wishes them into the cornfield and disappears them.
Uh-huh.
So there's similarities between that Twilight Zone episode character and Trelane.
Oh.
And it was no accident that they said,
No,
he
that
tells
was a
Corby,
Very specific
you
reference.
cut it out or I'm going to wish you into the cornfield.
Yeah, very specific Twilight
Yeah.
Zone. I agree with that. The other one that kind of got that way from old series was Charlie X. He behaved that way. He got petulant and
I'm a
had godlike
like-
powers.
That's
And-
frightening, isn't it? It's
and Mitchell,
frightening.
He did the same thing. They did that multiple
They
times.
little
on
like
old
little
series.
boys that are punishing and have omnipotent power. That's frightening.
Yeah.
Charlie X and Mitchell. Why am I just drawing a complete blank on who you're talking about?
So in the first season of the original series, they kind of almost did back-to-back stories of people that get omnipotent powers and things go bad, and they have to stop them.
Yeah. There's several.
Literally
episodes
almost
like
back to back
that,
in the original series, and then a little while later they did it with the whatever. I don't even know what season that one was in with the Trelane stuff. But yeah, 100%. Even with the way the guy was dressed, the way
It
he
was
was
super
acting,
creepy.
the whole thing, and that's the thing that was kind of also irritating is like Trelane, again going back to the original series, dressed and acted that way because that's what he saw from Earth. From that distance, there was zero reason other than member berries for the being to do that in Strange New Worlds. to continue to dress that way and act, I mean, maybe act that way. I suppose, you act how you act, but
Can we just talk about how truly horrific that Chapel's wedding dress to Spock?
Yeah, with the green
With
snakes
the
on the front.
snake, the tentacles,
Yeah, the Hydra
and
thing.
and the
Yeah,
That
I
was-
asked my
that was
friend
like-
what they thought, and they said it was fabulous. And I was like,
they were into it.
okay. All right.
I guess.
But they weren't the only one. I mean, there were some really some questionable
There were.
feminine fashion choices happening there.
I guess it's a science fiction.
Yeah,
Gown.
you gotta make it look weird.
But again, if
Right.
if
Gotta be weird.
if
Is that what this future just holds weirdness?
like a Jew,
I mean, it's better than the era of spandex that we dealt with in Next Gen, where every alien race wore spandex.
Yeah.
all that matters was Troy's spandex. That's really the only spandex worth.
And Wesley.
Viewers.
So what is it?
Wesley.
Captain Too Far. Always.
I like in Lower Decks when
Always.
Ransom and Shax are wearing the spandex workout clothes that Troy and Dr.
Yes.
Oh, what are they
Crusher
called?
Yes.
The
were
the
wearing.
singlets.
Yeah.
Whatever those
Singlets.
80s workout spandex.
Yeah.
They still make their
That was really funny.
That was really great. There's
In
a lot
fact-
of memes with that.
This whole episode plays out like it's a Lower Decks episode.
Yeah, but like Lower Decks is actually witty. I mean,
Shots
I laugh.
fired.
I laugh a lot at Lower Decks, and the whole time with this, I was like, why?
But do you think if you had realized that it was all, again, connected to this old school Trek
No,
character
I don't
and
care.
family, it
It's
would have
stupid.
changed anything
No,
for you?
the writing was terrible with this Trelane. He had stupid lines.
Yeah.
It was just so over the top, like cheese. I didn't like it.
Yeah, no.
Especially after that last
I agree.
episode,
It
which
wasn't-
was super serious.
Mhm.
It's like, what are you doing over here?
I agree. It wasn't, but it was very on the nose for so many of the imaginary omniscient characters from the original series.
That's cool, I guess.
You know, the other thing that
No,
kind of...
I mean, not necessarily. I mean, maybe that was cool back then, but
Right.
what worked then just doesn't really
Right.
work as a.
right.
So I'm with you. It
Didn't really
It was
match.
kind of flat. It didn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there was nothing really...
He wasn't scary.
Well, when you say back then, what do you mean back then?
From old school,
They're
old
original.
school Trek.
Yeah, they didn't...
Just
That
the-
was played
you know.
serious. There was
It
no...
was. He was scary.
There was no... Because
Yeah.
he was forcing...
Yeah.
like, for example, I think it was Yeoman...
Oh, what's her name?
What's her name? Or it was... I
ugh.
don't remember if it was her...
with the bagel. She also had a bagel head. She did. In fact,
It was
a
Defiance.
Danish. It was a Danish. Was it Defiance? I
Yeah,
think
it was
you're
totally
right.
Defiance.
No, hers was more of a Danish though. What was her name?
I don't remember. I'm pretty sure it was her. It might have been a different actress. I don't remember.
No,
But
you're
anyways, he was infatuated with her
Yeah.
and was basically forcing her to dress a certain way and participate a certain way, and
Yeah.
she was kind of forced to go along with it. Otherwise, he would be murdering the other crew members.
Oh yeah, he was. Yeah, he was. So imagine like
Which he did. He did kill at least one or two of them.
An 11-year-old with the powers of a god. You're right. Absolutely terrifying.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
Mhm.
Yeah. So yeah, it wasn't. None of it was played for laughs.
Oh, okay.
No, with Strange New Worlds just did not play it.
I
that
kept
way.
waiting for something really witty to happen and like actually interesting. But
Yeah.
It was just kind of like a series of absurd events.
Yeah.
And, like physical
Yeah, 'cause-
comedy, kind of.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, and then everybody
little blur, to be
waking
honest.
people up so that they were aware of the lie.
Yeah.
That happened until
Trying to. or
until
whatever.
Q showed up.
And then they turned
basically.
somebody into like a bulldog.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dr. Corby.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then that was it.
Yeah.
You know that after when they solve the thing by, I guess making I don't know
Spock fixes it
Yeah. Okay. So Spock fixes it.
by doing something.
And
Or
they
saying
have
something in his wedding vows.
Oh, that's right. He gives the magical speech, the super beautiful speech or whatever.
Which is what? It's like he's like
You have to give somebody the person that truly loves you gives you the sun, the
and
moon,
he's-
and the stars
and
at the
he-
same time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and he
same
said
as
he
your
said,
mom.
I didn't remember your mom's birthday when I didn't remember something with your mom who died, and I didn't give you the sun, the moon, and
Yeah,
the stars.
Corby
Dr.
did.
Corby did, and then she's like, "Oh yeah,
I never told you my mom's birthday, so
yeah,
Suck
That's
it.
right. Yeah.
yeah."
But then I remember making a comment when we were watching the epilogue when they were having their after party. It basically is a dance which was weird to have, again, modern music.
Oh my
Yeah,
God, they were
that's
playing "Wake Me Up Before You Go
right.
Go,"
Yeah.
and I was like, did they just get?
No.
Did they pick this song because
Just
they
like,
got they got
no.
it cheaper than the other
Just
songs?
no.
Yeah.
But why couldn't
It's,
we?
it's so
Copyright,
jarring.
Really, we couldn't Paramount. We couldn't compose an
Wake me
original,
up before
an
you
original
go
song.
Why
Was
couldn't
that-
it just be a simple waltz?
Or, yeah.
Just
Something.
just a
So
simple classical
dumb.
waltz.
or the
They can still do the dancing.
like a
They
line
also
dance.
played like a 1950s
Or like
song or
the
something.
Macarena or something.
They played a 1950s song and then that song, and I was like, these are. I don't want like really. They're playing 50s music, like really. They're
Right?
not
Didn't
playing like
they already
something.
use the Beastie Boys to like sabotage to?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I mean,
In
do you
the-
want me to play
you know.
I-1950s music?
I mean,
Is that what you want me to play?
Intergalactic DJs don't play.
Yeah, find
don't
us some
play
EDM,
that.
some
Yeah.
some
Klingon
sci-fi
opera.
EDM 50s music.
Yeah.
I'm down.
Klingon
Yeah.
industrial.
Yeah, that would be so
That'd be
good.
sick. Yeah. I mean, I can understand them many ways.
Nice.
Which album was
That
that?
was terrible. That was
Um,
album.
So that whole bit.
Was
Yeah.
that what the
Mark-
was that the album
Mark-
you were
Mark
on?
Flach, the terrible.
You were on that. I think as
I
a
mean,
backup
It's a backup.
backup
That's a
vocal.
backup.
That was like a
it's
side gig you got.
backup- post Abo era.
That whole
Fluffer.
scene when in the epilogue when everybody's doing their dancing and they're giving
Yeah.
out your looks and the
Yep.
characters are having their moments
Yep.
and blah blah blah. But it felt like to me that whole bit, it didn't feel like an episode 1 to a season. It actually felt like what would be the
It-
conclusion to the
yes.
entire series.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like,
Agreed.
They have
Yes.
this. They go through their
Happily ever
battle right
after.
at the end before the series is canceled. They have this one last little whimsical, weird
Yeah.
adventure,
Yep.
and all the characters
Everybody
smile and laugh
wins.
and go on about their
Yep.
lives.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
That's what that whole
perfect.
scene felt like. It
So
was.
true.
100%.
It was a conclusion scene.
Yeah.
It was strange. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Were there any new romances at the end of that?
Well,
that
aren't we
see?
forgetting something though?
What?
Hmm.
Isn't there back to Captain Maria again, Patel? Don't we also have like that wrap up with she starts to die from the
Oh,
the,
yeah.
from the
No, that's no.
Was
That's not this
The
one.
episode
No.
before this.
That's the next one.
was that
Oh.
3?
Yeah.
Was there?
There's nothing serious in this one.
No?
Very little. At least not that I remember.
Are you sure?
Was
Maybe
there-
there's.
Was there 2 women at the end that danced together in this? Am I making that up?
Don't know.
But didn't we have a
Maybe.
we had a monitor to refer to?
Yeah, I don't want to look it up. I
That's
never
fine.
want to watch this episode again.
I'm just injecting lesbians everywhere.
I mean,
Yeah.
who doesn't? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it was just, I don't know. I do agree with you. It felt like the tone of this one, especially coming from the like blood and guts and jaws getting ripped off in the previous episode. I mean, like the most graphic Star Wars.
Oh.
Wow.
Fired.
Wow.
Wow.
This is why you're unemployed.
This is exactly why I'm unemployed. It did feel like going from that very serious, like crazy, screwed up, violent episode to this was super jarring,
Yep.
and that it was out of order.
And
That, like they could have made the Trelane episode like towards episode 12 of season 3, like the finale or whatever.
well, and on top of that, I 100% agree. And also adding to that the fact that Trelane was a serious villain.
Kenny, we did
I mean,
not-
he was the
not-
monster.
He was not remotely intimidating. In
It was all played for laughs, and the original series was not. Again, it's like
comedy, like you were saying.
Yeah.
it's bringing something back for member berries, but not really
Doing it justice.
exactly.
Yeah.
Not really respecting it.
And then bringing back Q, that just also felt like it was so trite, right?
Yeah,
It was like when they brought Q back in Picard, it was
they gave him
pretty
something to
good.
do.
they gave him something to do.
Yeah, it was good.
Whereas like this time it's like, oh, here's Q again.
You mean
oh,
Q Trelane or Q?
QQ.
Q.
But he just comes back as a voice
It's a voice. Yeah.
at the end.
as Trelane's dad. It's the actor that plays.
Yeah, which was
plays
dumb.
Q. It was dumb. It was unnecessary. It would have made more sense to me. They could have had another annoyed parent, male or female parent voice saying, like old school Trek, Trelane, or whatever. What have I told you?
Mm-hmm.
you're not a like, you're not.
Yeah.
These humanoids are fragile.
No,
and they're,
because,
they're
it's
not,
like
you're not ready to play with them to this degree.
Q is like the most mischievous with the humans, so it doesn't make sense that he'd be like, don't be mischievous with those humans. It'd have to be a different Q.
That's fair too, because
Q already has a son.
Yeah, but he could have more. I mean, he's
But I
Q.
mean, but why? It's already been established.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They did a whole story about it.
Maybe he's just an
yeah,
uncle.
the mom
or-
voice honestly would have been better.
He's like an uncle or
Well, yeah,
a
yeah.
mentor.
Having one of those, having something close to the original parental voices, or even having Q not saying "Hey, son," but just anything
I
else.
think maybe they did it to like maybe tell people like, oh, these are the Q.
But everybody,
Because like
100%.
people like
so
me that haven't
obvious.
seen that.
Oh, maybe so.
I
Yeah.
haven't seen the original series.
Maybe so. It's
Trelane.
assuming that you saw TNG though and didn't see TOS. I mean,
Yeah, that's right. That's the reality of the situation. I
yeah,
haven't
it just
seen
seems
all
like a
very
very
much of
obscure
TOS.
decision to make about your audience.
I mean, yeah, whatever. They did what they did.
But it was silly.
It is what it is.
I
It
think
is
we
what
all
it is.
agree.
Why are we even talking
We
about
all,
it?
Yeah, I
we
don't
all
wanna
agree.
talk
It was
about
silly. And we all best it. We best forgotten.
Anything
Best
else?
forgotten.
Or
This
we,
this is one of the best episodes of Star Trek that we have seen.
Mm.
And
Wait, what is we?
Paramount, if
Who's-
you're listening, we would
who's
really
we?
like you to sponsor us.
We loved
Actually,
it.
It was our
It's
favorite.
fantastic.
In fact,
Yeah.
that's basically
That
just,
was-
just to kind of sum it up.
It was
It was the best.
Best we've ever
Best
seen.
we ever
Best we ever
It's
had.
Phenomenal.
Mhm.
Best we ever had.
All right. Well,
Yep.
yeah.
Anything
Okay,
else?
bye.
thanks for tuning
Wait,
in,
so
everyone.
how do we-
See you next
how do we-
time.
Oh, well, do the. Oh, there we go.
Oh, live long and
Live
prosper.
long and
Oh, whoops.
Paramount.
Nice.
Right.
Why are we
Okay.
doing this?
I don't know.
I got nothing.
Okay, great.
Fade to black.
Bye.
Bye.
Shh.